Okay, this is part 3 of Unit 7C. We're looking at law of large numbers, expected values. We have one last question here we're looking at, and this is Maria playing basketball is a 70% free throw shooter. Means that on average she hits 7 out of 10 free throws. So during a 25 game stretch, Maria had a game in which she attempted 5 free throws and hit all 5 of them. And we want to determine is that if she had just kind of a quote hot day, or was it just by chance? So we're gonna take a look at this. So first off, we know that the probability that she makes a free throw is 70% or 0.70. So then the probability that she makes 5 in a row, okay, that's going to be 0.70 times 0.70 times 0.70, so 5 times multiplied together, so 0.70 to the 5th, because every free throw is going to be, it's fair to assume, is independent of the previous. And so when I multiply all that together, I get 0.17 approximately. So that's the probability that she makes 5 free throws in a row with her 70% free throw shooting percentage. So you'd think, well, that's low. And it's not likely that she would do that on a frequent basis. So in one game, this is not likely. It's not likely to occur in one game. When we look at it on that small scale level, one game, definitely not likely to happen. However, if we look over the stretch of 25 games, so during 25 games in the season, we want to figure out what's the probability that this occurs at least once, where she has this streak of hitting 5 free throws. So when you see, again, at least once, we should hopefully be thinking at this point, at least once, we're going to be trying to find the probability that it never happens, and then do 1 minus that probability. And so the probability of at least once making those 5 free throws is 1 minus the probability that she does not make 5 in a row. So this would be 1 minus. Now the probability that she doesn't make, so if it's a 70% chance that she does make it, excuse me, the probability that she makes 5 in a row is 0.17. So the probability that she does not make 5 in a row is just the complement of that, 0.83. And then this is over a 25 game span. So it's going to be raised to the 25th power. So when I multiply all that out, I get 0.99. So what that tells us is that it is very likely to happen at least once. So at least once in 25 games. So the idea that she's on a hot streak for that game, I mean, you could, I guess, think of it that way, but in all reality, from a probability standpoint, there's a 99% chance over those 25 games that she's going to hit 5 in a row at some point. And so, when we talk about shooters on a hot streak and they're just in the zone, probability tends to not agree with that notion. And we can see here that, when we look over an entire season of 25 games, in this case, the likelihood of something that seems to be an anomaly, making 5 free throws in a row is 17% chance, but over the course of the season, there's actually a 99% chance that this will occur at some point, at least once. So that's how we can use the idea of law of large numbers. 25 games, that's a lot of data there, and then complements to be able to see that it's very likely, 99% chance that this will happen at least once in this season. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I appreciate your time.